Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and our attempt to stop the Red Wedding is underway. And someone actually let me know that maybe there is actually an alternative way for us to solve the issue. I was just gonna attack a certain someone and hopefully defeat him, and that was going to be my plan. That was literally my entire plan right there. I was just going to try to attack him. If I managed to achieve victory, which I'm very much hoping I would have been able to, then we were going to be in a really great position. We would have been able to hopefully take him prisoner, maybe indeed execute him, and then that would have maybe actually prevented the events from transpiring. However, there might be a different approach, which I personally think might be more fun. And it might also provide us with a way to do this without having a significantly large army, because as far as I'm aware, a certain someone, he might have a very powerful army. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really taken a look at his army or anything like that, as you might expect, of course, because I haven't actually seen him yet. But just imagine, just imagine that he actually had an army of, I don't know, 150 or something like that, and I'm running around with an army of 70 or whatever. That's going to be that's going to be a pretty significant issue. So that's obviously a big problem. Now, I gained the daring trait. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I thought I already had that, but all right. Okay. Anyway, we are going to be making our way. Wait a minute. I need to be a little bit careful about this. So yes, what we're going to do is, of course, as I was going to do last time, we're going to be attacking this hideout in just a moment, because this is going to be an extremely powerful task. Anytime you can do a hideout quest, it's highly recommended just try and do it, It is very, very strong. And I'm actually also partially thinking maybe we want to try to recruit some of these forest bandits. I'm also kind of thinking maybe not. It very much depends, because these forest bandits, I don't know whether you know about them or not, but if you take a look at them, they do actually level up into Northern Warlords, as you can see right here. You're going to need Veterans Respect to be able to make that work, as far as I'm aware at least. And Veterans Respect is, I believe, is it 125 still, or do you need 150 now? I don't know, because it used to be 125, but I think they moved the perk to 150 in Leadership. I don't know. Either one, doesn't matter. The fact is, you're going to need a pretty significant amount of leadership to be able to convert these forest bandits into Northern Warlords, but they become very, very powerful, as you can quite clearly tell. So generally, having forest bandits in this area and getting a pretty sizable amount of them could actually be really lucrative for you. And on top of that, forest bandits, funnily enough, are actually some of the most powerful units in the game. I know, am I overstating things a bit? I might be overstating things a little bit, but from their level, their skills are exceptionally good. Yes, their armor is not so great, and they're very easy to kill, and they have, well, axes to defend themselves, which is not exactly great, but their ranged power is better than pretty much any other tier 4 ranged troop, as far as I'm aware. If we were to actually take a look at the troops, and let me actually just see whether I'm actually correct about this, because I could be just pulling this out of nowhere. Let's just see whether that's actually the case. So I'm going to look at the Vale Elite Archers here. Okay, Vale Master Archers. As you can see, Vale Master Archers have 130 bow skill, and these are the highest ranking peasant archers that you can get in the Vale, with the exception of, obviously, if you were to get the House Arryn soldiers. I believe this is the noble troop. I believe these are the noble troops, and as you can see, oh no, look at that. They might not be. These guys are tier 5 as well, and they have less bow skill than forest bandits. Exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is the exact reason why I say I think forest bandits are super, super strong. Very surprisingly strong as well. You'd think, oh no, they're surely not going to be that strong. But yeah, they actually are. If I were to take a look at, let me see here, who are those other fellows that we usually fight over in Essos. The Valentines, maybe? Yeah, the Valentines have the tiger cloaks, but they're way too strong. What about these master archers right here? Yeah, they have 150. So the Valentines are better than Forest Bandits, as you could see. Well, actually, maybe not. They've got worse bows. They have slightly more accuracy, but they have less damage, quite a lot less damage actually, and they do come equipped with axes. They also have piercing arrows. I don't actually know what the Forest Bandits are using, but these guys obviously have some very, very good pieces of armor as well. So if we were to take a look at the Forest Bandit again, and take a look at what kind of arrows he's using, yeah, okay. So clearly, the Valentine archer is better, but that is a high-ranking archer. That is literally the highest ranking that you can get. That's a tier 5. If you were to take a look at the tier 4, which is exactly what a Forest Bandit is, you're going to see that there is a stark difference, if you'll excuse the pun. You know, Starks, get it? Anyway, 110 bow skill for the tier 4 here, and you also have step arrows, which are slightly better than what the Forest Bandit has, but still, 40 increased proficiency. Forest Bandits are just looking so powerful for their level. That's the thing that we've got to take into account here. For their level, they are probably the most powerful ranged troop in the game, and they can give maybe even the higher ranking ones a little bit of a run for their money as well. It very much depends, of course. Anyway, we're going to go in here. I don't know how effective I'm actually going to be because I don't have a shield. Alright, so we got to be a little bit careful here because this is indeed a ranged dominant bandit camp, and that means that we are inevitably going to have issues because we don't have a shield. We don't have a shield. So this is going to be very, very difficult. And, well, obviously my bow skill is just terrible as well. So it's highly unlikely I'm going to be able to, shall we say, rely on that. As you can see, look at my bow right now. Look at the accuracy that I have with this. Very limited. I'm going to try to do some damage. Oh, nice headshot. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised I got a headshot there. This guy actually just ran into me and made my accuracy terrible on that shot. So that's not particularly useful. Oh, wow, I'm actually getting shot even. Wow, while running. Indeed. Okay, well, that was kind of weird. All right, I guess I can just hope that my Stark soldiers are going to be better than what these... Are you joking right now? Sometimes the Bannerlord AI really annoys me. Did you see that? Did you see that? It was literally like, oh yes, I am going to target this guy instead of all of the very heavily armored soldiers that are barreling towards me. But yes, indeed, that's just how it is. I just have to play like I know that they're going to be targeting me very specifically here, you know, because that's what they do, you know, that's what the Bannerlord AI is very good at. That's what they've been programmed to do, to kill the player before they target anything else. So we need to be very, very aware of that and just make sure that I take the necessary steps to avoid dying. Because if I die here, this is going to be really bad, actually. So let me see if I can actually just level up my one-handed a little bit. Oh, no. Come on now. Yeah, because as I was saying, there is an alternative method. Hopefully I'll be able to... I might be able to make it work. It's a bit worrying to think about it right now, but I guess what we're going to try to do is just try to get as many really, really good pieces of gear that I can. I don't fight duels with brigands. I'm not going to fight this guy because I don't really see the need to do that. I'm going to try and eliminate him. I was actually trying to kill him myself because I personally feel like that would have given me some really nice experience, but you know, that's how it goes. Anyway, we got a 3 renown for that. Actually, very, very nice. And we can also imprison these guys. I'm kind of wondering right now whether I do want to get this Forest Bandit, because we actually talked about that just before we went in. And I personally feel like maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it is actually a good idea for us to get those, because that means that we have a ranged solution, at least early on, that is going to be really, really good for us. And I kind of think that that's kind of nice, right? Isn't that kind of nice? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, there we go. We were able to achieve victory there. Did I not actually... Wait a minute. Did I leave all the loot? I think I might have left all the loot. Alright, so we're going to try to graduate to attacking robber knights here. This is going to be a very, very difficult battle for us, in my opinion, because we only have infantry, as you can see, and I can tell them to stand closer, technically. Let's put them in the shield wall right now. We want to do that. We want to make sure that they are as close as possible. Hopefully this is going to make a bit of a difference. Yeah, as you can see, we've actually stopped a couple of them. Can we take them out, though? That's the question. No, we cannot. Wow, okay, that's really, really bad. Okay. Maybe I should have told my forces to charge in at that exact moment. That might have made sense. So far, it's actually not too bad playing defensively, but we are... And well, my one forest bandit has been eliminated, as you might expect. And how are we doing here? Are these guys actually not attacking? It's quite funny to not see them attack, actually. But there you go. No. We might have some things happening here. Yeah, this guy is proving to be very annoying as well, as you could quite clearly see. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's actually see what happens here, because I have a feeling this is not going to really work out too well. So we're going to... Not sure how this is going to go, because on the one hand, I feel like it would be very, very... Oh, nice. Okay, so wait a minute. I think our main thing that we have to think about here is these guys. These guys, the ones with the spears, they're going to be the literal reason why we achieve victory here, if at all. As you can see, they are just absolutely murdering the people on the horses, just because they have the ability to do so much damage. They can use the enemy's speed against them, and that's actually something that I should probably get. I should probably get like a really cheap spear or something like that. Or maybe they're going to drop a spear if we actually end up achieving victory. Might be kind of cool to see that. There we go. Oh, they actually took out the guy's horse. That's fantastic. Nice. Okay, wonderful. I think we're actually going to be fine here. As you can see, we've got 13. They only have 4. So we should be okay. This was pretty much a big gamble for me as well. I was kind of thinking, you know, these guys are all mounted, as you can clearly tell. They're all mounted. They've all got relatively good gear. But this is going to provide me with some amazing gear myself. Or at least I'm hopeful that it will. And this is hopefully going to then catapult us into a particular situation where we might be able to progress just that much faster. That's kind of the main reason why I'm attempting to do this, why I'm attempting to take the risk in doing it. Because if we can progress faster, if we can level up our forces just that little bit more, unfortunately, as you can see, these guys are actually proving to be very annoying. We have 1 robber horseman and 1 robber knight still remaining. I believe that there is only 1 robber knight on the field, and he's going to be very difficult for us to deal... was he killed? Nope. No, this is the robber knight right here. So he's going to be very difficult. Hopefully our forces are going to be a little bit more prepared for him, because they seem to be well, I mean, they are in a charge order obviously, but I think they should be fine with this. Wow. Okay, maybe not. Okay. I mean, we haven't even lost that many people, actually, all things considered. We've just lost the Forest Bandit and 1 Northern Recruit and 2 Stark Levies. That's actually not even that much, if you think about it, considering these guys all had mounts and everything. But one thing that's actually very annoying right now is that my forces are not really grouping up as they should. Like, these guys are grouping up, but this guy in the back is doing a really, really bad job of staying with everyone else, and it's making things very, very difficult for us. But obviously the Robber Knight is doing a very good job indeed of keeping away, and you can see here that even if I speed things up, things and there we go. Whew, nice, we got him. Oh, do you see his body just go flying right there? That was hilarious. Alright, so there you go. We did manage to achieve victory. 2.7 renown. Actually, not as much renown as I thought, but you know, I guess that's going to be fine. Should I even bother taking any of these people? This guy doesn't even level up. This guy doesn't even level up. What are his stats like? I mean, he's okay in terms of stats, and he is a mounted unit, I guess. And these guys do become gallant sword sisters. Might be decent, I suppose, but yeah, these prisoners are going to sell for a tidy amount, or at least I hope so. Let's get some more Stark footmen here. I'm not going to be taking the others. Nice. Now, this is what I wanted. Here we go. A new horse. Fantastic. This is absolutely perfect. We also do get some jewelry. We get some new gloves, which are... they're okay. They're okay. They're not amazing, but they're all right. And as you can see, these guys actually had some trade goods. They had some trade goods from a caravan that they raided, or indeed not from a caravan, but maybe from some villagers or something like that. So that's actually pretty good, because that means that I'm going to be able to go to the nearby town of Barrowton. It's just literally a stone's throw away from us right here, and we should be able to sell those and get some really good cash for it too. I can only hope that this is going to be a good place to sell jewelry, because I did just get some jewelry. We have to be a little bit careful though, because robber knights are very much prevalent in the area, as you could see. I'm actually just gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna go this way. Should I go to Winterfell instead? I don't really want to, but yeah, sure, why not? Okay, we'll do that instead. I'm just gonna recruit these guys too, because I have, what? How did I get so much cash? Oh, we got 3,000 from the bandit quest. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, so we got 3,000 from the bandit quest, which is amazing. There's a hideout here of robber knights. Okay, that's going to be rather... that might be rather dangerous for us to attempt. But, as you can see, we do have Stark House Guards now. These are the highest tier of peasant unit that you can get in the mod for the north, unless you obviously want to go for the noble troop trees. So that's actually really, really nice. And they need help with brigands. Brigands are not that difficult to come across right now. As you can see, I could actually attack these guys. But I do want to just get over here and hopefully sell my prisoners first of all. There is also a tournament going on. I'm going to do the tournament, don't worry about it. If you want to skip it, then you can just skip ahead if you don't like tournaments. But I'm going to try to do as much as I can to improve my own character as fast as possible. Wow, look at those gloves. They're looking real nice right there. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to leave the scythe right now. We're going to sell the arrows. Don't think I really need these. I don't think I need any of these either, right? No, I don't need any of these, so we can sell that. I'm going to keep the Sumpter horse on me just in case. And we're going to sell the jewelry for 600, which is actually really nice. Iron ore, sell the raw silk, sell the hardwood as well. And look at that, 1,800. Super nice. I am unfortunately at 37% HP, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit of time before we can participate in the tournament. Alright, so here we go. We're going to head into the tournament. This is going to be a bit difficult because Mr. Robb Stark himself is participating. I'm not entirely sure if we're even going to be able to achieve victory here. There's also a companion that can be very, very difficult to deal with. Thankfully... Oh! He just died. What? Okay. That's actually unheard of for me. That's a bit weird. Alright. Alright, okay, fine. Apparently I'm defending against huge amounts of troops right here and actually able to do that. Okay, I'm not really convinced right now that we're actually going to be able to do things here, but who knows. I just need to very quickly eliminate one of these guys because otherwise I'm going to be in a 2-on-1 situation and I do not want that in a million years. Having a 2-on-1 situation in a tournament with this new AI? No. It is just absolutely terrible. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. We are actually up against Robb Stark with a Stark House Guard on his side. Oh no. I have a two-handed as well. Okay, well, I guess this is gonna be, Oh, got him. All right, there you go. That was very close. And now I'm up against the Stark Longbowman. In comparison, this is going to be like no one's business easy. It should be easy at least. I mean, hopefully. Yeah. I mean, he already let me get one hit in, but he's once again going to be one of these guys, you know? Basically, no matter where you attack from, obviously, okay, here's the deal, yeah? Every single time I have any kind of issue in a tournament, people go, yeah, you should kick. You should kick. And yeah, I know how to kick, as you can see at the end there. I know how to kick, but it never does anything for me. It basically just goes, yeah, okay, there's the kick, and the guy recovers within a second or two, and that's just not enough time for me to swing. That's usually how things go for me. Anyway, there we go. We did manage to achieve victory, surprisingly enough. And that gave us a pretty good amount of renown, I think. And maybe even gain... ooh, look at that. Look at that. We've got some pretty nice gloves right here. Well, braces, more specifically. And that's pretty good. I like it. I like it. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to go here, buy some additional food, and then we are just going to be making our way onward. I'm actually wondering whether we should get this guy, because look at his skills. He has 120 in steward, 120 in engineering. Now, obviously, from a, shall we say, from an objective standpoint, he's got okay combat skills too. It might actually be a really good idea to just go for him. I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. He's got... It's literally 4,000 though. It's very expensive to get him. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna take the plunge with a companion here. And I don't know whether this is actually a good idea. It probably isn't, all things considered. It probably isn't a good idea. But this is the only companion I've seen so far that actually has a little bit of a party skill. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Maybe we just want to try it out and see what happens. He's got Northern Armor here. Is that actually better than what I have? Well, technically, considering I'm the most important character in this entire campaign, because, you know, we're going to need to do something very specific later on, I am just going to be swapping their armor, and I feel a bit bad about it, to be honest, but, you know, that's just how things are going to have to be, unfortunately, for this guy. I'm actually going to swap out my bow as well, because we're going to be going for some throwing weapons in just a moment, and I'm going to be taking his shield as well. And there we go. Alright, so... First of all, we want to go over here and we want to change him over to the quartermaster, I think. I mean, he's got 120 in steward. I have 0. I think that says everything you need to know, right? So yeah, we're going to make him the quartermaster, and we're probably going to be getting a significant party increase from that. What else do we have available here? Ooh, escort merchant caravan. Aha. Okay, I can't currently do that, I believe, which is very unfortunate. There is another bandit base, however. Where's the bandit base? Where is the bandit base, actually? Okay, wait a minute. Let's see if I can actually do this. I don't know where this thing is. Oh, there it is, Okay. You know, it's a Robber Knight one. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a Robber Knight one. This is maybe not going to work out too well. Yeah. I have a shield now, though, so maybe it's a little bit easier for us to achieve victory, but, you know, these kinds of things, sometimes they just don't work, you know, sometimes they're just really, really painful here, but, oh well, okay. Combat movement speed, or I think combat movement speed is probably going to be a little bit better for us right here. Alright, here we go. We're going to just wait, and... Oh, yes, we were able to do it super, super quickly. Alright, so what do I want to take in here? For me personally, I feel like the Ironborn Caravan Guard isn't going to do a particularly good job, but we're going to take him in nevertheless, because that seems to be the highest tier that we have, apart from, you know, the remaining Stark units. Ah, this is... Okay. Not a terribly big fan of this one. This particular map is pretty good, actually, but I don't have the necessary weapons. I should have purchased some thrown weapons before coming over here, to be honest. But hopefully it's going to be okay. I do have a very fast sword. Wow, that was easy. That was actually a lot easier than anticipated. That's for sure. All right, maybe we'll actually get some pretty good gains here. Okay, well, unfortunate that they're actually stealing my experience, to be honest, because I actually would like to get the kill most of the time, because if I get the kill, I am inevitably going to get more level ups. But I kind of want to get support, because if I'm 2 versus 1 in this situation, it's probably going to be pretty harsh. Yeah, they're killing them all. Ugh, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? That is kind of annoying. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, there's actually someone behind us right here. Let's deal with this guy. Nice, nice. Okay, there we go. I mean, generally, I think it's probably a better idea for us to just complete the quest than it is for me to try to prioritize my selfish character development. But the thing is, character development is basically the entire thing that we need here. Because if we're going to proceed with the quest, you know, that's going to require me to be very good in actual combat, like real one-on-one, one-on-many combat, one versus many combat, basically. So that's going to be extremely difficult for us at the best of times, but it's going to be even worse if my character can't handle the stresses of that particular situation, which could potentially be the case, because let's face it, this is, you know, sometimes they're going to put you into situations which you can't really handle very easily. Okay, I'm just going to try to eliminate this guy if I can. Oh no, are you serious? Oh no, are you joking? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. My forces are coming along. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for helping, because I was a bit worried there for a second. I was going in there to try and help out my friend, because he was just running in like no one's business. But as soon as I did that, yeah, he died, and then I had to, you know, face their wrath by ourselves. But anyway, yeah, we're not going to be, you know, doing any of that dueling stuff, and we're just going to go in here and try to murder. And there we go. I didn't get any kills, unfortunately. As you saw, that one kill that I got at the very start gave me literally 5 skill points, and 5 skill points in one-handed, and 4 or 3 skill points in athletics. And I thought to myself, wow, that's actually kind of crazy. So it would have been really, really nice to actually gain something extra there, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter at all. This time around, I am actually going to remember to take all of the loot, because last time I didn't do that, of course. And we also got a spear here too. Do they have any thrown weapons? No, they have no thrown weapons, but I'm going to take all the loot this time. There we go. 3,000. Massive amounts of charm skill right here. And look at that. We're back up to 7,800, which is absolutely wonderful. And we also have a maximum party size of 75 now, because we actually just leveled up our clan as well. Because beforehand we had 50. Just from having our steward be someone that is actually capable of doing some really, really amazing things. So yeah, anyway, gonna go for handling in one-handed, of course. Handling in one-handed is all, this is basically, my character build right now is all aiming to be designed around the quest that is going to be coming up. That is literally all I'm going to be trying to do right now. There's the Escort Merchant Caravan mission. I'd like to do that, but I don't have enough troops to be able to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a lot of the various villages in and around the area. I wish the saving wouldn't take so long, actually, because it takes a long time to actually save for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, the point is I'm going to go to these villages here, because they all have noble troops available as far as I'm aware, or most of them do. And they're going to be the best thing for me to level up, because they're inevitably going to become very, very strong, and hopefully they're going to be helping us even more if we have to fall back on our backup plan, which is obviously to, you know, take a certain someone prisoner and execute a certain someone. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.